the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the ATL, once the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, where the sound of that train horn can still be heard inside the magnificent Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys have really hit their stride, winners in 7 of their last 9. On the other side, Falcons head coach Raheem Morris. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their left-handed quarterback.
I loved our discussion this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up. And we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week, yet his team lost. You don't see that very often.
No, I know a lot of people dislike that, but when you look at the numbers across the conference from last week, he was clearly the best. So I say the award goes to him, and it did.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. He was so good, they just couldn't ignore him.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
Now Penix. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
At the 8-yard line.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Looking to throw, Penix. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's now third.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Louisville.
And when you think about great seasons in recent memory, he's definitely putting one together here. There's a good chance he's going to go over 5,000 yards passing for the season. He's just a little bit under that mark coming in. And I tell you, it's pretty rarefied air when you get up there with numbers like this.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. They'll drop this one off with ETN. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A handoff for Etienne. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The Saints at 12-4 now on the year. They come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Up the middle they go. Singleton. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And this one's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Chuck again. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Jalen Walker from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. 3rd and 19.
Here we go.
From the gun, Shuck. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now you look at this Saints defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
So here's a 3rd and 14. And looking to throw, Penix.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
On 1st down, Singleton. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Singleton. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. More the motion man right. They'll start with a give to Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll throw with Penix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days.
flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Chase Young
in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Nick Folk for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Now a give right side. Singleton. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss. 2nd and 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here's Shuck.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. 40 yards.
And the Saints have taken the lead.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So that drive, 4 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Falcons ready to take over.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
60 by 6. Go.
Here's Penix. Caught by London. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
2nd and inches. At their 48-yard line.
To the air, Penix. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Shuck now to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun here, Shuck. And that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now Folk for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece.
That ties the game.
Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
They need 12 here. It's third down. To throw now, Shuck. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further. As they get him down well short of the line to gain.
It's fourth down.
So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hanson.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hanson back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw is Shuck. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Saints first down.
They'll go play action with Shuck. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Throwing, Shuck. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 70th catch for him on the year. And like so many others, this goes for a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
A gain of 15. First down, Saints.
Back to throw again.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Travis Etienne. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
An extra point attempt here still to come. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Saints 24.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. One of the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, they try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's got his man London right side.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. He'll try and do this himself.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25.
Robinson at the middle.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Now Penix.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. First throw now for the backup Tua Tagovailoa. Pressure gets to him again. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. And now Nick Folk. His career long, 56 yards. This from 54 yards away.
Folk's kick is good.
And that'll bring him back within 4.
All right, let's give the kicker some credit here because he didn't let the inaccurate snap phase him whatsoever. Trusted his holder to get the ball down in time, stuck to his routine, and somehow found a way to put the ball through the uprights.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Here we go, Shuck.
Now Shuck.
Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Back to throw.
He'll drop this one off with ETN.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They will throw again. Shuck.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Here's a give to ETN.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck.
That's to his running back, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Travis Etienne
with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Saints are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was Travis Etienne on the touchdown reception capping the drive.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
And London, the motion man right. Looking to throw, Penix.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to pass. Tua. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? That one deep for London. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way around. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Here we go. Black 40. Ready?
Throwing is Rattler. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. Inside handoff now, Miller. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kendre Miller, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Falcons offense set to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Balled it to 26, 2nd and 7.
Ready, shot. Ready, team.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Over the middle, caught by London. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Now 3rd and 5.
Now Tua. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller.
Big strides, look at him go. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what. 3rd down, all you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field, but that's exactly what happened.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jahad Campbell in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That was Justin Reed, the safety, who got to the quarterback.
Brings up 3rd down and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown.
Ready. Ready, two.
Here's Tua. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready, ready.
They'll try and run some clock here with Miller.
Down the sideline he goes.
And finally taken down at the 34.
54 yards rushing for him now, just his first 3 carries.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Black 40. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
To the air is Rattler. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
At the 8-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Miller. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and
so typical, body overdoing this, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. Still more of this.